Hey guys, happy holidays, I guess. Happy Tuesday. It's a Tuesday. And guess what? I was off work today. Um, Not as I planned, but I'll get into that in a minute. But let's make some cool and well, not exactly complicated holiday cards, but I'm just saying I'm not making 20 of these, okay? So I first started using this honeybee die called Vintage Picnic Basket. And apparently I need to find those. I don't know what I've done with those now. And then this set, this one is called Winter Greenery. And it's got like a layering pine cone and some, just things. So I embossed this using Crafter's Companion Entwined Holly. And I actually ordered a bunch of new embossing folders, oh my gosh, from Simon Says Stamp. So I've been going through some of my holiday ones. I'm going to do a destash sometime in the coming days here. Get rid of quite a few of those. I'm making the Christmas containers, holiday, winter, whatever, down to 3 containers. That's it. If it doesn't fit, it can't stay. So, which I'm going to be wedging everything in there, trust me. But I've been trying to go through a little bit of it today, and oh my gosh, I don't know. So I've either got to quit buying or quit shopping. So anyway, all right. So cutting out the basket, it's like this. Well, I'll just show you the one that I've already got kind of going here, okay? So we're going to try, so hard to do it like this. So y'all remember how we have this, okay? Okay. So I'm going to try to lay it up here as I sort of had it. I'll never remember all that. But anyway, so it cuts one part. Wait, there it is. So it cuts the bottom part. Apparently I got a little crooked on the plaid, but oh well. It's okay. But actually, we could use a different one. I have some other ones cut. I don't know. Well, scratch that. I don't know where I put them. I have one brown one over here, just like a brown on brown that I tried to lay out too. So, but we're just going to work on this for now and stick it in there, and then we'll worry about how to stick it down later, because the farthest I've got is just cutting it out. I did find my glue though, so that's a win. So super happy about that. Apparently it has glue boogers. That's okay. So I'm assuming we're just going to tape up, or not tape up, but glue up, not the top, maybe down here at the bottom, the edges. So we'll just kind of see how that goes. And then in my mind, it's going to be a little hard because it's going to be a little slippery. Actually, you know what? We can work fast, and we'll just add glue all through here, and then we won't have to glue the greenery. In theory, it would just hold, right, if we added enough glue. In theory. Famous last words. Okay. So, let's... this is going to be a glue nightmare. All right, so I'm starting with my back twigs, okay, because I know in practicing with that one, they're going kind of in the back, and they're going to have some red berries on them. So now on that one, I had pine cones, and this one I do not. So we'll kind of see how that goes. Actually, I probably need to put the berries on here real quick. There, these just cut out as well. That comes with a little tiny die that that will just cut them out in all different sizes. I'm just keeping this size because I think it works. Okay. I would have liked to, I like these. I would have liked to have done quite a few of these, but they kind of are a beast to cut out. So, and I also realized that right there is not going to work. Let me toss that one. It's like wonky on the side or something. It's like there's a flat part of the circle, which doesn't make it very much of a circle. Okay. So you think that's enough berries? Maybe one more. We could do some glitter or something too. Doesn't have to just be little red circles, which we might try on the other one. Okay, so I don't know how this glossy paper is going to hold anyway. Okay. So we're just going to place some of this greenery everywhere. A little bit of little pine here. And you can do the greens in different colors, you know, just so it kind of layers all the things. Kind of want those sticks a little bit lower, but it's kind of already sticking, so it's all right. It's okay. It will be fine. Okay. So let's do one right there in the middle. This one we might have to add a little glue to though ourselves. This is the first time I've had this thing for a long time. But you know, I don't always use things right away. So it, you know, it's one of those things. All right, so let's get rid of all this glue junk on here. And we'll bring out a nice fresh piece. All right, so let's see how this is going to look here. Okay, so as long as we've got all this in there together, I feel like now we can like slow down and sort of play with it. Being a picnic basket, it does have handles. Oh, shoot, I keep flying away. These are a little too bright red, aren't they? I can't remember how they go. I think it's like, is it like that? I don't remember. Yeah, it's supposed to be like, yeah, something like that. So how would that work? So should I put it behind them, you think? Well, I think, honestly, I still need to... I was going to add a little bit of black, but actually, I don't think I was going to darken them up, but I don't know. I'm kind of thinking no now. So let's just give it a go and see. Ugh, I cannot stand this glue on me. Like, I almost think it does need to be sort of behind it. Yeah, that's better. Okay. I guess that's what it is. Okay, that feels more normal. If there's anything normal in card making, I don't know. So just stick that behind it. Make sure they're semi-even there, I guess. Hopefully the glue dries clear. I don't know. I wouldn't mind a pine cone or two actually, but we don't really need it, I guess. But what we do need is some really old, let me dust this off, some dusty old punches. Well, y'all know me, so I might as well just pinch me a few because I typically stamp crooked. So there's that. So, or maybe we should stamp, my sleeves keep coming down too. Is that the same sort of color? It's not. I think it's that one. Let's try that. Okay, so anyway, let's chat now. Back to my day off, which I'm happy about. I planned on taking a day because my father had a doctor's appointment and his gag girlfriend was going with him, but that was fine. And my fiance was going to be busy, and I was just going to get to chill. And okay, I think we are going to go for this. We'll figure out the flowers in a few minutes. So I was going to take this day off and finish my holiday cards, and just to have a day for yourself occasionally, and always nice. And I'd actually planned on taking one around payday and shopping, and then I thought, you know what, no, I can power shop through that. Like, I would rather have a day home to just be alone and craft, and sometimes it's hard to focus when people are here or around, or there's just so much going on. You just need a little time sometimes to just, I don't know, like get in the zone, auto zone. So I decided to do it, and then came the snow. So, okay, how about that and that? I think I like that. I'm going to put a ton of glue here. Also realizing just now that, once again, I should have put tape on the back and done all that stuff before doing this part. But, oh well. Alright, so I'm just going to set this aside to dry for a bit. And I'm going to take this off and go stamp it. And we'll leave that be for a little while. So of the three that I picked before, let's see what will fit. Warmest wishes, maybe. I like just happy. I think I'm just going to go with happy holidays. But I am going to go ahead and get the Mini Misty out so I don't mess it up too bad. But anyway, so we got a day off school Friday, which was great, and for snow, and that was unexpected or whatever. So we got out holiday stuff and did some of that stuff. I stamped on the weekend some, and then I don't even remember what happened, to be honest. All right, I'm going to use, I don't think you're going to be able to tell if I use black or dark green, but I'm going to use dark green and see if it makes a difference. But anyway, so the weather was bad. Yeah, it looks black anyway. It doesn't really matter. That's okay. And I could try it on white to see if it, but I kind of like that red. So I've only cut one card here. So I was thinking that, but I also had the brown out here. Possibly that. I kind of like that. We might do one of that. I don't know. Okay, so anyway, we're just going to let that dry a while. So for this one, I thought it needed a little bit of background something. And we might also go around the edges, which I should do ahead of time, come to think of it. So let's do that. And I'll tape it. Let me just tape that book in here. But whatever. Anyway, so snow has thrown a wrench in my plans, but not necessarily in a bad way. So then I thought I would be off on Monday for sure, but then we ended up having to go to work as far as the staff, and the kids got to stay home. They call them NTID days, and so they send packets home for the kids, and we go have useless meetings and things, right? So, but we get to count it, and we don't have to make it up at the in the summer. So, but honestly, I would rather have a day off and every so often in the winter and make it up in the summer. That's just me personally. I don't know, but whatever. I don't make those choices, so or those decisions, I guess, so it doesn't really matter. But so we got a delay on Monday morning. Well, then today it was still pretty, it was very icy this morning, like very icy. And so they put the kids on another delay last night. So I thought, okay, never mind, I'll just go to work. I mean, the kids are going to be there, you know. So, but then at the last minute, they decided to make it an NTID day again, where teachers and staff go, but the students, oh no, I peeled it off. How stupid. Okay. Oh, gosh. Well, now I have to glue it down because I can't do anything else. But I can still go around it, I guess. That's what I get for talking, blah, blah, blah. All right, so let's just try this. It'll get on the card a little bit, but it won't be a real big deal. So anyway, but I just decided I'd started my period. I was cramping like crazy and all this stuff. And I was just like, you know what? The heck with it. I'm taking a day for me. And I'm going to finish these cards. But it was still like snowy and icy or whatever outside. So my father canceled his appointment, which was a really good thing. And I wanted him to do. But he canceled Mondays, and now he's canceled Tuesdays, and it looks like he had another one for Thursday, and with his heart doctor, and so now it looks like we're gonna get another blast, and he'll probably end up canceling that one too. But needless to say, he was home today, and he couldn't go out in his motorized chair thing because of the snow. It won't go in the snow and that kind of thing. It's too cold. So he's stuck in the house, and he can't stand it when he's stuck in the house and not working or doing something. And so I slept in. Well, I got up and took care of the dogs and that kind of thing and warmed them some food early, like really early this morning. And so, but their water wasn't frozen or anything like that, so that was good. But I went ahead and put warm water in there. Anyway, it's a long story, whatever. That doesn't even matter. So, but I did that, and I came back and slept until almost 10:30, so that was nice. And, okay. I'm just going to try to slide this off kind of the order it's in. Because I took a long time to fiddle with it, let me tell you. But, it doesn't matter. It's just never going to go back that way. So anyway. Alright, maybe if I just do that. Okay. So, I wonder if I put like foam on there, like 3D foam tape, that would be nicer, but then it wouldn't be able to stick as well, really. Would it? Probably not. Okay. So let's just start once again with our back pieces, I guess. And I'll do this one differently because I just did it the other one, like paper to paper, so that we could do the, I thought like it wouldn't stick because it was shiny and it did last longer, so that was kind of nice. But we can just do it this way too. It won't matter, I don't think. Then we'll add some little berries, if I can get a hold of them. So anyway, he got up and wanted to cook and do things, and we made a cake and just this and that. And so I didn't get quite as much stamping done as I had hoped, but some still, a little bit here. And this is the end result of some of that. And I just, it was a little harder to focus, but it's okay. It's okay. I thought I needed another one there. Well, I'll tell you what, I have. These are actually picking up 1,000 of them because of my glue fingers, but little sequins. So I might just add a couple of those as well. They'll be like extra shiny berries. But anyway, so the day off did not come, whatever. I still had to take a full day, even though we were on a delay. They do that. Like, unless you go in and work 30 minutes, and then you can take your half a day. But I didn't really want to get dressed and go out and, you know, all that. So I just decided, whatever, take the whole day. And so I didn't have to totally go out, I guess. And do I have any more? There's another one. Now this might actually be covered up, so I don't know about this one. Get up there, get up there, go ahead. Okay, so I'm gonna just stop there because, no, I have one more. I see one more up here, hang on. Never enough berries. Okay. Oh, there's a green that snuck in there too. So anyway, but since I had been planning on, oh no, sticking to the paper. No. planning on the day. I still wanted the day, you know what I mean? But it wasn't quite the way, whatever. Anyway, so, but tomorrow will be work because it's just supposed to rain and things a lot tomorrow. And I think that will be fine. And but then tomorrow night, which my fiance will come down and we'll do the tree or whatever tomorrow evening about 5. And that was another thing, because I thought he was going to be tied up and busy and this and that, but he had a bad day yesterday, and he ended up calling me and saying he had to break his car window out because he locked his keys in there. Well, it like lock, you know how it locks back on you. He was trying to clean out the driveway, or clean off the hill there, and so I don't know how I had these. Can't quite remember. But anyway, so he went up to clear that off, and then it locked back, and those were his house keys as well in there, and the extra set that he'd made me is in there because I had given him mine back when he was changing all the locks and doing all the stuff, and he was going to make me a set to like all 4 of the houses, so in case, you know, emergency or whatever with the cats or anything, because now he has cats like at every place, so and he goes down and takes care of them every day. And anyway, so he I don't know about this. So starting to scream Hot Mess Express. So I didn't have any keys, so it wouldn't have helped him to call me, and we don't really have like a locksmith in the area or anything, and we could maybe call the sheriff, and you know, maybe him or one of the deputies could come by in a couple of hours, but he's like far away from where they would come, and it was kind of a mess. But he did okay, I would really like for this to be on up there, but oh well, shoot, this is going to go a little bit lower, I think. All right, so now I can glue these on. These, I think I might add a little bit of glitter or something too. I don't know. But anyway, so, and his neighbor wasn't home because he works with me, and it's a mess. It was a mess. But so he finally decided, well, he would break his passenger side, the back door, like the passenger side window, and just get in the car that way. Like, he had to do something, I guess. And there was really no other real solution, or at least not within a few hours and whatever. So so he did that, and then he called me to look up the number for Safelite, which is like a place that, you know, repairs the windows or whatever, or put you in a new one or whatever. And so I did that, and anyway, just talking to him a lot last night. But I wanted my, I guess, day off to also incorporate the evening. And you know how, like, if you know, like, if you don't know you're going to be off or you're sick or something, then it's like, okay, surprise, whatever. But if you know, you can, like, make use of the night before better, too. And you just, I don't know, you feel better or something. And so, but I'd ended up staying late at work. They let us go because it was getting bad at 3. And, but of course, my bosses needed something. And so me and another coworker had to kind of stay late and help them with something. And they know that we live close and whatever. So you get just sort of roped into some things sometimes. But anyway, so I'd gotten home late, and then kind of dealing with him, and just, I don't know, just things I did not plan. Plus, I did not plan on more blowing snow and that kind of thing. I thought it was going to be cold, but I didn't think it was going to like snow. And so the dogs and their blankets, and we have to do constant rotations because they could be dry in their houses with their blankies and all that, but for some reason they want to be out on the porch and nosing in everybody's business out there and what's going on and who's going up and down the road and whatever. So they were in their like outside beds or whatever, still on the porch, not like getting snowed on, but I don't know. I'll have to show you a picture so you know what I'm talking about sometime. But it's still, we haven't gotten it enclosed, which I hope to before super winter hits here. So sometimes the snow will still blow right there. And, if so, then their blankets get damp or whatever. And so you need to change them often. And anyway, so that kept me going and just on and on and on. So I didn't have really the evening. And then, like I said, today was sort of a little bit more wonky than I'd planned. And, okay, let's try all this again here. I do think these are quite pretty, though. I do wish I'd have put it on up a little bit more, but that's fine. So, with this sort of hooking behind, it pretty much tells you where it's going, I think. So you just have to keep fiddling with it and try it out. But anyway, at least I'm getting something done. Oh no, please no. Is that the wrong side? No, it's not. Okay. And then there's little knobs you can put on too, which I might just do a dot of something there. But just like that doorknob thing, it kind of matters. Like you'll see, it makes a little bit of a difference. Okay, so I did not cut out those because I wish I had some pliers to like cut that part off, but I don't. So we'll just glob it up with glue and hope for the best. This one's better. But anyway, hopefully I will be done with the cards very soon. And I'm putting what I've made in the mail tomorrow and run by after work and get those out in the mail. And so I'll put the knobs on in a few minutes. I'm going to go ahead and stamp this up a little bit. But anyway, so now it's going to snow tomorrow night into Thursday. And then Friday, I had a meeting that I actually really did want to go to across the mountain. But now I don't think that's going to happen either because we're having snow then too. So just snow, and more snow. So I was also hoping to go do the some shopping, and I thought my boyfriend was going to be gone this weekend to, that needs to be the darker red. Is that the darker red? It's not. Hang on. I have a little piece right here. So we're just going to have to restamp that. I apologize. This is taking forever. But anyway, so he was supposed to go to a basketball game this weekend with a buddy about 4 hours away. And he was going to drive back that night, but I was going to get more holiday stuff done and hopefully sneak up and pick up one of his presents without him being with me. So now that's not happening because his window can't get replaced until Tuesday, this coming Tuesday. So past the weekend, and he doesn't want to, you know, travel like on the interstate and whatever with a flappy window. Like he's got cardboard or something up in it right now. And so there's that. But so it just keeps going. And basically every day is a session of what stands in the way. Stay tuned for another episode of what stands in the way of getting crafting done this week. You know. But it is what it is. And they are getting done just slower than I had planned or wanted. So everybody just bear with me and look in the mail eventually. And if you don't get a card from me and you would like one, comment below or email me and let me know. And send me or email me your address. Don't put it on YouTube. That's weird. But and I will send you one. Or if it's past that, I will send you a New Year's card because I plan on making those too. So, okay. I think it still needs the bow though. Gotta have a bow, Joe. Okay, yeah, that I'm telling you that right there. I'm just gonna tear its little sticky off because it doesn't really stick very well anyway. So I'll just put glue over top of that so it holds down better. Might should add a little bit more right there too. Because they have to hold up in the mail, and you know the mail can be pretty doggone rough on them lately. Okay, so now let's figure out the, well, you can't, I've already covered that up. You can't even see that one. There can be little knobs if we wanted to, or we could just put little tiny, some of these little tiny gold sequins actually as a dot, like a handle. Would that work as a, would anybody know that was supposed to be there, you think? Maybe. Whatever, a touch of gold is not bad. So we'll just do that. Where's, okay, I started to say I brought some tweezers. So I could try to pick the little sucker up. Which I think I'm just gonna have to get this thing. How to get the lid off. There we go. Okay. Oh, well, close enough. It's over there. Oh my gosh. Always something, y'all. Always something. But the only thing that taking a day off, that's wrong with taking a day off is you don't want to go back. You're like, oh, it was nice. I want another one and another one and another one. But you have to go back. Okay. do have these little gold pieces here. We could put one there too. Nah, maybe not. All right, let's think about that one for a minute. If there's anything else that we want to do to it, and move on to this one. So do I want to go around the edges or no? What do y'all think? I do wish I would have like embossed this card back here though, but did I glue those? Yes, I glue that, okay. So we're just waiting on this thing, so we'll do that. Okay, right there. Good for that side. It's a little harder to tape when you're in the air, but still doable. Very, very helpful to tape ahead of time. Note to self. So are y'all finished with your holiday cards? Are you still working on them? What's the deal? I'm getting very close to being done. I think I need about, after these, I will need about 4 more. So I think should be good to go very, very soon. I don't know why companies, like when I ordered from Simon Says the other day, why do they wait to release their stuff so late? Like, so I had to order it. Well, I didn't have to, but you know, you order it, and then by the time it takes a week or so to get here and that kind of thing, like, then the holidays are here, and if you wait and give yourself time to do them, then it's past, you know what I mean? Like, you have to have mailing time, and I really think they need to release all the things, I don't know, at least before December, like before December 1st or something like that should be the deadline. Because otherwise you just, I don't know, like I'll get stuff in, like this next order, I may have time to use a little of it, probably not. I have to move on to New Year's and now my cards are done almost. And so I don't know. And then by next year, I forget whatever idea that I had or that some video. I try to save them now, but whatever idea I loved with it, do y'all do that? Like, and then you're like, it's cute, but why did I get that? So I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But anyway, I really think they should release stuff October, November, or whatever, somewhere through there. So, okay, guys. So what do you think? And do you think that we should add anything in particular? Like, I kind of like the white better than the little aged look, but I also think that we need to splatter it as we do, at least this one. So we're going to do that, and we might add some glitter. Since we did age it, I mean, that's why the splatter I feel like is kind of okay. I always like stuff better with a little bit of splatter. And we could even spritz it with a little bit of, you know, mica or something, or distress mica stain. We could try that now, actually. Let's try Unraveled. Because that's how I feel like I'm coming at the holidays, is coming unraveled. I guess it's like a Halloween name from Mummies or something. I don't know. Trying to mix it up a little bit. Alright, let's get this back out. I don't know why I bothered to put it up. I'm going to turn it around so maybe you won't get the back so messed up. Oh, that gives it a nice little holiday sparkle. Well, you can barely read Happy Holidays, but other than that, and actually, let's see, what could I dab it up with a little bit? Didn't really take anything away, but maybe they can see Happy Holidays, whatever. Anything else we could do? What do you think? I think it's pretty well maxed out. We could do glitter, but I don't really think it needs it with the sparkle, so I'm going to leave that be. But I don't know if you can see the sparkle. There it is. Oh, about to drop it. Okay, and then this one, bit of fuzz right there. I don't know. Does it need a little sparkle or no? Let's go yes. Now, why didn't I just talked about that? And here I'm spraying right over that doggone Happy Holidays again. Which, you know what? I could just put one of these right over top of it. That's what I'll do, actually. That's what I will do. So, quick fix. Yay. And if you see it peeking out, it'll just look glittery and layered, and it will be fine. So, and the rest of it will be, I really don't know if it'll stick on this. What do y'all think? I don't think it will. I think it might rub off anyway, so let me just rub it off. I think that messed this one up, to be honest. But live and learn. It's okay. It's still pretty though. I don't know. Well, I've touched it now. Let me add some sparkle from my fingers. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna call that good, and I will talk to y'all later, and I hope y'all are having very crafty days and not snowy days, because I'm sick of the snow already, y'all. Bye.